Hi, today we'll see drugs acting on central nervous system, particularly general anesthetics. So what are other classes of drugs which acts on central nervous system, which includes pre-anesthetic medication, general anesthetics, sedative hypnotics, anti-epileptic drugs, anti-Parkinsonism drugs, antipsychotic drugs, drugs for mania and manic depressive that is bipolar disorder, antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, complex action opioids and opioid antagonist, central nervous system stimulant drugs, opioid analgesics, and cognition enhancers. So, general anesthetics are classified as per the route, inhalational and intravenous. In inhalational, there are classified as gas and volatile liquids. Particularly, nitric oxide gas is used as inhalational general anesthetics, and volatile liquids such as ether, halothane, enflurane, isoflurane, desflurane, sevoflurane are used as inhalational general anesthetics. From the intravenous routes, there are two classes of drugs can be given as general anesthetics for one is inducing agent and second is slower acting agents. So, for induction of general anesthesia using intravenous route, thiopentone sodium, methotrexate sodium, propofol, and etomidate is used, whereas slower acting drugs given by intravenous route as general anesthetics are of three classes, that is benzodiazepine, dissociative anesthesia, and opioid analgesia. Just okay. So ketamine is used as dissociative anesthesia and which is given by intravenous route, which is slower acting drug. Also, fentanyl is opioid analgesic, is slower acting intravenous general anesthetics. And from the benzodiazepine class, diazepam, lorazepam, and midazolam, these are slower acting intravenous general anesthetics. So, general anesthetics, the primary mechanism by which general anesthetics produce their action is affecting receptor operated ion channels in cerebral neurons. General anesthetics produce immobility in response to painful surgical stimuli by acting primarily at the spinal cord. So, inhalational general anesthetics involves mainly the term that is minimal alveolar concentration. It is the concentration of an inhalational anesthetics, its measure of its potency. So, the potent anesthetics can be determined depending on their minimal alveolar concentration, which is also called as MAC value. So, now we'll see questions regarding general anesthetics. So first is, which general anesthetic selectively inhibits excitatory NMDA receptor? So ketamine is the general anesthetic which selectively inhibits excitatory NMDA receptor. Ketamine is slower acting intravenous general anesthesia if you see in the classification. So, ketamine is preferred anesthetic for trauma cases who have bled significantly in burn dressing and short operations on asthmatics. Ketamine is dissociative anesthesia. Dissociative word means these are a class of hallucinogen which distort perception of sight and sound and produce feelings of detachment, dissociation from the environment and or self. Dissociative anesthesia is a form of anesthesia characterized by catalepsy, catatonia, analgesia, and amnesia. It does not necessarily involve loss of consciousness and thus does not have or always imply a state of general anesthesia. Ketamine increases cardiac output and blood pressure, which can be considered as side effect of this drug. If a patient being anesthetized with ether is unconscious, has regular respiration, blood pressure and heart rate are normal, corneal reflex is present and eyeballs are roving, the patient is in which stage of anesthesia? So the patient would be in stage 3 plain 1 stage of anesthesia. So now first of all we will see where ether comes in the classification. So ether is volatile liquid inhalational general anesthetic which comes in inhalational anesthetics class. So stages of general anesthesia we will see. So there are 4 stages of general anesthesia broadly. First stage involves disorientation, second stage is excitatory, third stage is surgical anesthesia, and fourth stage is too deep anesthesia. In third stage there are 4 planes. So planes are used to describe depth of anesthesia during the maintenance state. So ether is used in, or ether causes stage 3 plane 1. It means light anesthesia which is used for surgical procedures. No surgical operation should be performed during the following stage of anesthesia, that is stage 2nd, and we have just seen that surgical operation should be performed in stage 3rd of anesthesia. Sign of deep anesthesia, that is fall in blood pressure. The following factor delays induction with an inhaled general anesthetic. So first of all we will see the classification of anesthetics, that is inhaled and intravenous. So the alveolar perfusion ventilation mismatch factor delays induction with an inhaled general anesthetics. So what is alveolar perfusion ventilation mismatch? It is a condition in which one or more areas of the lung receive oxygen but no blood flow, or they receive blood flow but no oxygen. Second gas effect is exerted by the following gas when co-administered with halothane. So first of all we will see halothane. Halothane comes under the class of volatile liquid inhalational general anesthetics. So second gas effect is exerted when halothane is combined with nitrous oxide. Concentration effect, also called as second gas effect. The concentration of gases remaining in the alveoli is increased during induction of general anesthesia when a large volume of gas, for example nitrous oxide, is taken up from alveoli into pulmonary capillary blood. Diffusion hypoxia is likely to occur only after use of nitrous oxide because it has low blood solubility and is used in high concentration. So nitrous oxide comes under the class of gaseous inhalational general anesthetics, and diffusion hypoxia is also known as Flink effect or diffusion hypoxia or diffusion anoxia or the second gas effect. It occurs during the recovery period when there is rapid nitrous oxide washout. Nitrous oxide has low blood to gas solubility coefficient. Therefore, it diffuses out of the blood in large volumes, which dilutes oxygen in lung alveoli and reducing alveolar oxygen tension, which then produces hypoxia. Select the inhalational general anesthetic which is metabolized in the body to a significant extent, that is halothane. So halothane comes under the volatile liquid inhalational general anesthetics which is metabolized in the body to a significant extent. The following anesthetic can be used by the open drop method. So ether can be used by the open drop method. It is a technique for producing inhalational anesthesia in which drops of liquid anesthetic such as ether are placed on a gauge mask or cone applied over the mouth and nose, as shown in figure. The minimal alveolar concentration of halothane is 0.75%. So halothane it comes under the volatile liquid inhalational general anesthetic. So what is MAC? MAC is used to compare the strength or potency of anesthetic vapors. MAC is the minimum concentration of an inhaled anesthetic at 1 atmosphere of pressure that prevents skeletal muscle movement in response to a surgical incision in 50% of patients. So, the MAC concentration for halothane is 0.75%. The following general anesthetic has poor muscle relaxant action. That is, nitrous oxide has poor muscle relaxant action. Nitrous oxide comes under the class of gas inhalational general anesthetics, and it is primarily used as a carrier and adjunct to other anesthetics such as halothane, which has not very good analgesic action. The general anesthetic having significant cardiodepressant property is halothane. So, halothane, which comes under the volatile liquid inhalational general anesthetic, it has a significant cardiodepressant property. Select the general anesthetic having the most marked uterine relaxant action. So, halothane, which comes under the class of volatile liquid inhalational general anesthetics, has most marked uterine relaxant action. Malignant hyperthermia is a rare complication of use of halothane. So, malignant hyperthermia is a severe reaction, typically includes a dangerously high body temperature, rigid muscles or spasm, a rapid heart rate, and other symptoms. So, it is seen or it is a rare complication with the use of halothane. General anesthetic that is particularly suitable for outpatient surgery because of quick recovery and short-lived post-anesthetic psychomotor impairment is desflurane. So, desflurane comes under the volatile liquid inhalational general anesthetic, which shows or which is suitable for outpatient surgery because of quick recovery and short-lived post-anesthetic psychomotor impairment. Sevoflurane. So, the characteristics of sevoflurane, which comes under the class of volatile liquid inhalational general anesthetic, that it induces anesthesia rapidly, it is non-pungent, and it is less potent than halothane. Ether is still used as a general anesthetic in India, especially in peripheral hospitals, because it is cheap and can be administered without anesthetic machine, as shown in the figure. Okay, next is the drug used mainly for induction of general anesthesia is. So, thiopentone sodium is mainly used for induction of general anesthesia, which comes under the class of intravenous inducing agent, intravenously used general anesthetic. Residual CNS depression is least marked after the use of following anesthetics, that is propofol. Propofol, which comes under the inducing agent intravenous general anesthetics, has least marked CNS depression. The anesthetic action of thiopentone sodium is characterized by poor analgesia. So, thiopentone sodium, which comes under the class of inducing agent intravenous general anesthetics, has poor analgesia. Induction of anesthesia with propofol is often attended by transient apnoea, pain in the injected vein, and short lasting fall in blood pressure. So, apnoea means temporarily cessation of breathing, especially during sleep. So, these characteristics are seen with the propofol, which comes under the class of inducing agent intravenous general anesthetic. Intravenous fentanyl is used in balanced anesthesia to afford analgesia. So, fentanyl comes under the opioid analgesia, so slower acting intravenous general anesthetics, which is often used in balanced anesthesia to afford analgesia. Thank you.